Hi, everybody. So let's talk about task one, developing your proposal, global issue proposal. So each of you are going to come up with a proposal statement related to how you think that this non-governmental organization project should move forward for your group. So we've already explored this topic back in week 3 in the discussion board Globally Connected. We talked about what you think is important from a global perspective after reading Half the Sky and going through some of our resources. So look back at that discussion board to reflect upon some of the language that you want to use going forward for this project. So here's our 4-7 group project task 1. This is a video I created talking about the group project in general and breakdown of the week tasks and how we're going to go about moving forward and navigating through the group sites. But this video is specifically talking about task 1 and what you're going to do. So let's read through this together. So each student is going to propose a topic for their NGO that they believe should be developed using your group's Google site. Once again, every single group will have a Google site. So in this class we have 5 groups. Everybody will have access to your group. I'm only sharing access to the members of the group that you are in, and then everybody is going to have access to the class site. This class site is only going to be used by the coordinators for each task. We'll get into that later on, so don't worry about that. Right now, this very first task does not have any coordinators, only individual posts. Okay, so you're going to pick a topic. Your post must include a 100-word supportive statement for your position. This is an individual task, but you're posting it to your group site. We'll vote on this in the next task. No coordinators for this exercise, and then this video will actually be right here for you to watch. And then here is the specifics of the assignment about how to go about doing this. And I'm going to walk you through opening up your Google page, accessing your group site, inserting the text, making sure to include your name, not erasing other students' posts, and then going into Blackboard and still posting it into Blackboard. So please keep in mind, even though you may post to your group site, that doesn't mean that you necessarily are going to get credit for the project. If you do not post your text from your Google site into Blackboard as your assignment, you will get a 0. So please make sure that you are doing the 2 steps to this assignment. Okay, so several ways you can access your group site. I will share them with all of you, and you should get an email to your Boise State account giving you access to that site. When somebody shares something with you in Google, one of the ways that you can access it is just go to Google, go to your drive, and then you can view everything that anyone has shared with you under this Shared With Me tab. So that's the first way that you can access to your Google Drive and your Google site. The second way is just to get it from your email, and the third way would be I'll post these every week so that you can get into them. So if you're in group 1, you're going to click here, group 1. It's going to give you this link to take you to your group site. I've tried to make this as easy as possible. I always have big problems with this assignment, so please make sure you follow these instructions really carefully. Here's group 1, spring 2019, group 1. If you're in group 1, this is your site for this assignment. As I explained before in previous videos, when you use this Pages tab, it makes it so much more easy to navigate these sites. So when you get into your group site, if you go to your home page, group 1, this is your group site. Each week you're going to post your individual assignments to this site under the appropriate task. Each week, the assigned coordinator will collect all of the posts in each of the tasks and they will post them to the group site, okay? So for this week, for your topic proposal, you're going to go to your group site like we just did, and then you're going to click on task 1, and here you are. So I have left in everybody's group sites an example from a previous student so you can get kind of an idea of how this all works together. So here's a student example from the past. I wrote a little at the top, delete when you get to this task. So here's their little 100-word explanation about what they would want to do for the NGO topic, and they picked education. So what you would do if you came into this page and this was somebody else's that was previously posted, you're going to insert, add a text box, and here you go. Katie, I propose for this topic that we discuss maternal mortality rates. I believe this is a topic we should cover because, okay, so you'll write on and on and on, and then that's your portion. So the next person in your group is going to come in and add their text box, and then they would go from here and write their text, okay? So just make sure that you never delete anybody else's posts, and then life will be much easier. So after you have posted here, remember, all you need to do is copy your post, highlight it all, Control C, and then you're going to go back into Blackboard and post it in the assignment. So every week you're going to do this, pages, these are your individual tasks every week going forward. You can always view, I've left one example from previous classes in everybody's group sites. So it should be fairly self-explanatory on how to go about doing each of these individual tasks. Just make sure that you are posting to the correct spot, that you're in your group and you're in your correct task, okay? Then when you're done, you can see there's no coordinators for this task. All we're doing is proposing topics for this one. I left an example here from previous students. So if you guys, after reading Globally Connected and you still have, some questions and want to see some student examples, you can open that document. Let's see. Here is some, this is that document, student 1, student 2, so you can kind of read through these and get some ideas about a topic that you might be interested in for your NGO. After you've written your assignment, you would come down here into the Blackboard link, click on Write Submission, Control V, post your submission there, and submit. Okay, so that's task 1. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I wish you happy learning.